The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life, Total, is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life, Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back into another episode of Thing or Two About Life. It is the Total Podcast. I am your man, Mario. I am joined, as usual, by the fam, my friends, my family, my peeps, the panelists. And as usual, we hope to bring you guys a good show. And as usual, I'm going to pass this right on off to somebody else. If you would like to join us in all our endeavors, our social media platforms and all of that. Andrea, how can they do that?
You guys can visit us at totalview22.com. That's our website. And also, if you have any questions, comments, whatever you have, you can email them to us at totalview22@gmail.com.
You go, girl.
There you go. I mean, that's precious. That's beautiful. Thank
you.
Okay. All right. With that being said, we're going to get in and we're going to try to have a good show. We might not go as long as we normally do, but if it get good, I mean, we'll just keep that thing flowing and won't even worry about the time. But we're going to try to get y'all in and get y'all out, all while doing what we normally do, and that's having a good time. So while everything gets booted up, we're going to let everybody introduce themselves. How are you doing, Janine?
Hey, how's everybody doing? Thanks for joining. That's my story and I'm sticking with it.
That's her story and she's sticking to it. All right, cool. And with that being said, Mr. Bus Driver himself, Mr. Lee Jack, how you doing?
Hey, I'm here making it do what it do. I got the bourbon on the left, do on the right. We gonna ride.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's have a good time. To our feline favorite friends, this is Miss Marlena. How you doing, baby girl?
Hello, viewers. Hello, podcast team. What's going on? Good to be here this evening. We're out to have a lot of fun, so y'all join us. Bring a friend in if you possibly can. Meow, meow.
All right, meow. With that being said, Miss Andrea, our producer extraordinaire, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. Hope everyone enjoys the show tonight. As always, we're going to try to bring another good one for you. You show right, we are.
All right, you show right. And Mama D, what's going on with you?
Well, Sookie now. Thank you for coming to my playhouse. The Rugrats are here and we're ready to go.
All right. Now, is that everybody?
That's everybody, darling.
Okay. All right. That's everybody. All right. So with that being said, let's start this thing off with something. I don't know. Where y'all want to go with this night? Y'all want to start off safe and then build up as we go, or y'all just want to jump out the box right with that thing?
However you want to do it.
Huh?
However you want to do it. I'm quite sure you always, because you always got something. You always have something up your sleeve.
No,
So
I don't have anything up my sleeve this week.
Yeah,
well, let's
right.
just start slow and build to a climax. You know,
she wants to start slow. Let's start slow.
I like that. Build that thing up until it erupt. Okay.
Foreplay
All
is
right.
motherfucker.
y'all just nasty. Not at all what I meant.
Okay. All right. Speaking of that slow burn to a build up. And I'm gonna start with you, Marlena. What is your alcoholic beverage that kind of like gets you headed that way? You know, that thing that kind of puts you in that little mellow mood to get you to feeling right. What's your go-to beverage?
Oh God, well, I know that all of you guys know that I love good wine. I like a variety of alcoholic beverages, liquor and whatnot, but a good wine is the shit. I'll just put it like that.
But what's your go-to wine though?
Oh, I don't have a particular go-to wine. I love wine as long as it's good wine. I particularly, I don't know. I just like good wine.
Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't have a favorite.
Well, we know she doesn't like Chardonnay.
Yeah, we don't like Chardonnay now. I know what I don't like.
Well, sometimes what you don't like is just as important what you do sometimes.
It is.
Here
you don't
we
want
go.
people to bring you the wrong thing.
That is true. All this got brought about by Mr. Lee Jack bringing to the party something to drink. So Lee Jack, what's your get set the mood right beverage for you?
Ooh, depending on the mood, let me tell you right now, brown is going down. Clear, we gonna do what it do all night long. So, I'm just saying.
He said brown is going down and clear. I'm gonna let her know I'm in here. Okay. Yes, but anyone's in particular. So maybe if some of the people listening might want to pick these up.
The black man go to Hennessy.
No, the hen dog.
The bourbon.
Okay.
Let me see what else is in that brown. If you go with pretty much any of the Hennessy's, we gonna be cool. Now, if you want to go with clear, we're gonna talk about some Grey Goose. We're gonna talk about some Bacardi rum. We gonna get you. We gonna get you right.
All right, gonna get you right. All right, Andrea, what's your go-to thing to give me, set that thing mellow, get the mood right, where you be like, you know what, player? If you play your card right, anything possible tonight, baby.
Look out now.
In that aspect, I really don't have a go-to thing.
What?
I don't. As far as a drink or anything like that to just get me right, I don't need all of that. But the things that I do drink that I do like is tequila, vodka, and rum. And wine, I'm really not a wine drinker. I just started into that. So right now I do drink Stella Black because I like that.
Okay. All right. And when you drink your Stella Black, what type of feeling to get? Does it mellow you out? Does it,
It just mellow. Wine, I find that wine for me really makes me sleepy. So it's like wine, I really truly use it just to go to sleep. If I'm tired, can't go to sleep, let me get up and give me some wine.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So you self-medicating. Okay.
Wine is a good thing to self-medicate with, I might add.
I'm not sleepy, but I'm drinking some now.
Hey.
Oh, Lord. Tell you what, we're going to keep you up, so don't worry about that. We're going to keep you right.
Definitely.
All right, Janine, what's your baby you can get it drink?
Well, I'm not really a drinker, so let's just say maybe I'm a social drinker, maybe. So I'll drink a cooler or maybe 1800 peach.
Okay. That's right up my lane. I can't lie. That's about my speed. That's about it. So all right.
Yeah, the 1800 is good.
Mama D, what you got? What's your thing to say? You know what? Light them candles up, baby.
I'm from the old school. Brown is going down.
So I know the other day we were talking about being freaky deaky. I can get real freaky with some bullet bourbon and some Johnny Walker Black Scotch
Wow.
All right then.
on the rocks.
On the rocks. Okay. All right, cool.
And I'll bring the candles.
I'm gonna say this. Feel free to stop by anytime because all those drinks are on the counter or in the case waiting on you.
And the
Leah
candles
has just extended an
candles have
invitation
a
to the open bar.
The candles have a multi-purpose purpose. They're
Got some of them
multi-purpose.
too.
We just don't use them for light. We use them for other things too.
Got some of
I
them
was
too.
gonna say something.
Mhm.
Oh Lord. Donette, I might have to pick you up from my vacation in North Carolina, pick you up. We had to Lee Jack's house.
Hey, sounds like something to do, baby.
So
Well,
with that being said, Lee Jack, you've ever had hot candle wax pouring on you?
Yes.
You liked it? What was the sensation like? What's the experience was like?
Tingly.
Tingly in a good way or bad?
That's
In a
true.
good way.
That's true.
In a good
In a
way?
good way?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, I told you I didn't did quite a few things. I'm sorry. It happened.
Have you ever been with a woman who's let you pour candle wax on them
Yes.
and she received it well?
Yes. Very well.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
Mhm.
I can honestly say
Well,
never had the experience. You know,
We're not surprised.
either way. I mean, yeah, I ain't never even brought that up. Hey, baby, let me bun your ass.
See,
Not a
that's
burn.
why, and that's exactly why you've never had it done.
listen,
You don't
It's a
even know
special
how to bring
experience
it
that
up.
you have to share.
you know what?
Okay.
I have to agree with Mario. Listen, I ain't for that kind of heat.
But
I
let
ain't
them
for
tell
that
it. It
kind
don't
of-
last long.
No, it don't. It's like as soon as it touch your skin, you get that instant warm sensation, then it turns cold very quickly. And then
Hey,
you
find
just have
some
to-
other kind of way to warm me up.
Right.
I ain't playing with that. I ain't
Back on me.
playing with that hot wax shit.
So Andrea, going to you. You Marlena said she ain't with it. I ain't never did it. I don't know if I ain't with it. I'm just saying I never did it, but I might be leaning to it. I don't know about that. What about you?
I've never done that, and no, you're not gonna put any damn hot wax on me. You better go get this massage or throw it in the microwave, warm that shit up or something like that.
I
Pour some in your hands and shit. Wax on, wax off, motherfucker.
know, right? Yeah.
It is the
Yes,
very
Andrea.
sensation.
I
The
may
only
have that, Drea. I can't-
No, sir.
The only
No, sir.
difference is with the massage oil will burn you.
Hey,
Trust me.
thank you, Lee Jack. I was just saying, it's
Been there,
the same
done that.
sensation.
Yes, okay, I understand that. But if that shit is too damn hot, you ain't gonna put it on no damn body. That's a given. You gonna pull that shit out of your hand first, and you gonna test that out. You gonna say, "Nah, that might be a little bit too hot." You can control that. You can control that heat.
And
Now,
you can
talking
control
about pouring some wax out
you
of
can
a
control the candle
on
wax as
somebody.
well. If
Okay.
you're a novice, you can control the candle wax as well.
The way you
You have to-
control
you
the
have to
candle
be with
wax
somebody
and
who
how
knows what they're
high or
doing.
how low.
Everybody
Okay,
don't know what
that's
they're doing.
good. That's good.
Well, I'm not trusting. I'm not saying people do not know what they're doing, but I'm not gonna trust nobody for the first time doing that ever. So it would never be something that I would do because I don't know if they know what they're doing. They can say they know what they're doing, but I'm not gonna trust that they know what they're doing. That's wax.
Right.
Wax is
But-
whack.
Wax is whack. Oh, my.
So we see
That's
She done
whack.
pulled a Whitney
Some people
Houston
don't know what
on
they
us.
talk about.
Crack is whack.
now.
Oh, my.
But if you just being logical about it and think about wax, you have to kind of know what you're doing to kind of keep it going in a line. You can't pour it all in one spot.
Right. Because you
You know
have
what I'm
to
saying?
you have to temper the wax. Yeah, you I mean there's a way to do that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I ain't never done it, but I understand the philosophy behind
Yeah,
it. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I understand the philosophy behind it as well, still, but I'm never gonna trust nobody to do that. I don't care if they know what they're doing, or they say they know what they're doing, or they think they know what they're doing. It's never gonna happen.
True.
I tend to side with you on that one. I mean,
Understandable.
we
Ain't
got to
nothing-
be so in tune at that particular point. I mean, that trust has to be something off the chain at that point.
Exactly.
You know. So,
That's an
what about you? What about you, Janine?
I just say plain.
When I was younger, I think I was probably about 21. But I did it once. I mean, I don't remember really, because I was very young. But I mean, it was all right, I guess. I have never done it again.
She must
Anything
hurt
that
you.
was all right, you guess, is something you would partake in again.
Well, it was with someone who I was with at the time, my daughter's father, and that's what he liked to do. So I tried it. I mean, like I said, I really don't remember because I was so young, but I never did it anymore, and I don't think he even asked me anymore. But I have done it. That's all I'm saying.
Did you post some on him too?
No, you want me to burn him up? No, I
See,
never.
I would definitely have a problem with if you're gonna do it to me. I got to be able to do it back.
No, I mean it was okay. It was all right. I never did it again though.
Okay.
Nobody
Oh,
has ever.
No,
No,
sir.
I've done a lot, but that was a one time. Girl.
okay. That was a one and done, and no other time.
Right.
All right. So with that being said, Miss Donetta, you talking obviously like you got a little experience with this.
I do.
How was your first time when somebody approached you with let me pour candle wax on you? How did you receive that for the first time?
I received it well because it was somebody I trusted. It was my husband.
No.
We talked it out. He told me what he was gonna do. And I trusted him. I didn't get burned. He tempered it with his fingers. It was good. And then when I felt capable of doing that to him, we both was over the top.
Okay, since I don't know this, and I'm gonna ask both you and Lee Jack this, and then we'll move on. What is the sensation of candle wax? I mean, what does
I
that
was thinking the same thing.
what does that do for you?
It does a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but the whole premise or notion behind it is pleasure and pain.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Pleasure and pain. All right. So that would fall up under that
Hurt me so good.
what they call it? The whips and chain. Is that like a subcategory of all of that?
I wouldn't go that far. That's a little far. That's just a little far fetched. No, I
I
wouldn't.
know, but I'm saying all that stuff is in the same kind of like family, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the
Yes, it is.
the beginning.
Pain is not
At the
good.
door, not in the door.
Mhm.
So it's like Ms. Donetta said, it's all about knowing the person and y'all having a connection and understanding and a limitation on what you can and what you won't do. And you have to be able to get to that threshold and and not go past it, because if you go past it, could be a situation or it could be some misunderstandings in there.
Yeah. Well, understand this, motherfucker. You ain't putting that shit on me. And that's the threshold of that.
Now, with that being said, Marlene, if you had one of them guys who was into, like some guys, I don't know why, but some guys like to be paddled in the nuts, and he asked you, that's what he was into. Please, to help me get off, would you paddle him in the nuts?
Would you, at that point, I would realize that I'm with a crazy motherfucker, and he got to go.
I knew she was gonna say that.
So you wouldn't paddle him, take a paddle and just beat him in the nuts?
Beat his ass up out of my house.
What about you, Janine? Would you do
crazy.
You said paddle?
Some guys like to be hit in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? It gets them off. I don't know why.
Yeah, he got to go. I'm sorry. I think something's wrong with him.
There's something wrong with him, Janine.
I never heard of that. I hope nobody has never asked anybody to do that to them.
At that point, I'm scared of his ass.
Okay.
That's a real thing. I'm telling y'all. It's a real thing.
And I'm real serious about getting his ass up out of my house and out of my life too.
Yes.
So, Andrea, you paddling in the nuts?
Hell no. No, I don't like pain. So I'm not gonna give you pain.
Right.
So, cause you don't like to receive it, you ain't gonna dish it.
I'm not into all of it. I'm
Me
not
either.
into talking shit. I'm not into none of that. Cause I like to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
I no. I'm just not into
I'm into
all
talking
of it.
shit, but not the pain stuff.
Yeah. We can do a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, as far as pain, no. Because you might decide to just say, for instance, hit me too hard or something. I might have a damn reflex. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when you had to hit that safe word, like Mario said. What did you say? Avocados or something you said?
Yeah, apricots.
Apricots, there you go.
Apricots.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got an apricot. Now that I think about that, I gotta shorten that shit because that might take too long to get out. I need something like bail, something quick.
Oh.
Why not just help?
If you're doing something that need a safe word, I don't even know if I'm into that, because saying you need a safe word means y'all about to cross some lines and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's very true.
Once you get to that level, and you got, you have to talk to your partner and let them know, hey, this is what we're doing, and if it goes past that, that's when we're going to a whole nother dimension and a whole nother realm. And you have to start using them safe words and things like that.
So, since you say you never heard of the guy like to be beat in the nuts, the Kwachang Kane guy, you know how he died, right? Trying to come through his fixation. You know who I'm talking about, right? The Chinese guy. What's his name? David Carradine was his name?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So people do that in order to get him, to have a masturbation. He got to damn near choke himself to death to get it.
It's been plenty of deaths that's dealing with sexual fixations that have gone to the extreme.
The guy who played in Hogan's Heroes. Same with him. They found him in the closet, tied up, strangled, because of they was playing a sex game, and it got out of hand.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
if I got to do all that, man, I'm telling you, at that particular point, I'm just done with it, because I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying, damn near hanging myself just to come.
It gets to, if you go to that level, you have to have a very strong will and mind not to go overboard and go dive deep into that realm, because like Ms. Donette said, if you don't know what you're doing, you can hurt yourself and your partner.
I
And
mean, I would
all them,
imagine so.
and all them kind of them people crazy. They
They
crazy.
ain't all crazy. It is just,
Oh yeah, their asses is crazy.
it's just they take it to a level that they can't control.
Leon, they're crazy.
They're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But in Marlena's defense, though, how do you get to the point where, how do you even discover that I need to be damn near choked to death to cub? How do you discover that?
That's not something that you
discover. No.
bring up early in the relationship. That's after you have been together for a minute. I mean, and I can't give you a time limit, but something like that is not something that you would just bring up at the beginning, because that would scare anybody off.
Right.
Unless you live that kind of life.
But I'm like with Mario, how do you get to, what made you think about that? What
Yes, that's what I'm saying. How you get to that point?
Ro, what y'all doing? Y'all was playing cops and robbers and Western movies, and you hung him. And
most of the time,
I mean, y'all playing Western movie.
Most of the time, one or the other, one of the partners have already experienced it because they were introduced by somebody else.
Right.
But I'm trying to say, how does anybody, no matter where they came from with it, how did that even start?
Because somebody introduced
from the damn beginning.
I don't know. I can't tell you about the beginning. The beginning is way back there doing Sodom and Gomorrah time. Okay, but I will tell you that somebody has introduced the other person to it and they liked it.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just saying, were they role playing and watching Western movies? Whatever, wanted to do a Western scene, and they hung the person, but all of a sudden it was a sensation for them and they liked it. How do you get there?
What it is it's a exploratory.
Yeah, it was exploring like a motherfucker.
Exploratory experience that starts off as a curiosity, and the curiosity, like I said, curiosity is that.
I don't even want nobody to put their hands around my neck. Not even
that's what I was just about to say, because a lot of men will play choke a woman to see if she willing to do it. And I'm telling you, I've had women ask me to put a little pressure, choke me a little bit.
There are a lot of women who are into that. I'm not one of them, but
so you know what I'm saying? Choke me a little bit. And I'm like, I ain't comfortable with this,
That it's, once you play that role and you get off into it, if you cross the level to whereas, hey, I need this more and more and more, to the point as it's got to be harder and harder, more and more force, then that's when you get into the danger zone of, I'm almost got to be killed or got to be blacked out in order to catch this feeling. So you have to
I don't want no nut that bad.
My mind just can't go there. I can't.
That's what I said. I don't want now that bad.
Right.
Yeah, they start off not wanting it that bad, but then once they get to levels to whereas they get it and be like, wow, I need to come a little bit harder, I need to do it a little bit more, then that's when it gets, it starts getting bad, and that's when you start getting to the danger zone.
Oh, Jesus.
So you have some kind of restraint on yourself to say, hey, I know where the point of ecstasy is, and either stay there or find something else that's not as dangerous as what you're doing in order to get off.
You know what? I just, Jesus, keep me in the normal sexual zone.
So Andrea, you've never, felt a guy put his hand around you and just choked you just a little bit, put a little pressure, and you liked it?
Yes, I have experienced that, and I explained I don't like that. I don't like that. Yep.
Okay. I know how you just said something about it, Janine. You ain't never been choked just a little bit and found that, you know what, there's something here.
I don't like it. It's not
You
for
don't like
me.
be choked?
Not even little.
Mario, this is a no choking, no spanking zone.
Not that way. You can spank me a little bit, but not hard. Just a little
Okay,
bit. Just a little bit.
I just don't want to be choked. You can't choke me. No.
All right, Mama C, Mama D, what say ye?
Well, I have asthma, so no, you can't choke me either.
Okay. Now, have people tried?
No.
Oh, okay.
I told you, you got a rules and regulations sheet this time before you mess with me. You thought I was joking. I got a file in my room right now with signatures. I don't. This is number one. Da-da-da. Number two. Da-da-da. Sign it. I witnessed it. I signed it, and I put it in my file cabinet.
So with that being said, I'm gonna switch it on over to Lee Jack. Lee Jack, you've choked and been choked?
Choked, a little bit of been choked, I would say, but you know, it's more of the giving than receiving for me.
And how did that come out? They just asked you, hey Lee Jack, hey daddy, choke the shit out of me.
See, you know what? You just don't know how to
It makes everything
Nobody gonna
bad.
say all of that.
No, it's more of in the moment, you know, it's more of, you know, I just like Miss Donetta said at the beginning, I let you know, hey, I'm into a few things that I like to do while, you know, me doing this. And I'm gonna let you experience a little bit of what I like. And, you know, just so happens, you know, hey, if I maybe give you a little squeeze and be gentle about it, you know, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. But you know, it happens. But like I said, it's more of giving than receiving, so that she can find out what she like and what she don't like, and you know, I see that experience, and that's what I like.
And as you well know, Mario, women tend to show you what they like.
Right.
They don't have a problem. If I was into choking, I wouldn't have a problem with putting your hand up on my neck. I wouldn't.
Right.
Right. And it's all about, like I say, it's all about the experience and what happens in the moment.
And then it's you to take that lead, to follow that lead. Right. Just don't get crazy.
Right. And like I say, know what you're doing. And like Miss Marlena said, it's a lot of people who say they know what they're doing, but really don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I was gonna make right there. There's like women say, "Don't come at me." Are you gonna pull out? Yes, I'm gonna pull out. Are you sure? Yes, I'm gonna pull out. You didn't pull out.
They already know that's a lie. I don't even know why they asked that question.
Right.
So just like the choking, you can lose control with that too.
Yes. But like I said, you have to have that restraint about yourself. You have to know what level you're willing to do things and what level you are going to do things, and get to that level and stop. If you can't stop, then that means you don't need to be doing that no more.
Which means you have to be a responsible lover.
Yes.
And excuse me.
Now, Mario, let's turn the ties back on you. Have you ever choked anybody?
Yes.
And have you been choked?
My neck too thick for most women to get their hands around.
No.
So the answer is yes. Yes and yes.
She tried, but you know, it was more like a gentle squeeze.
Did you like it though?
No. It's not, to me, it's not a sensual thing to me. I didn't feel no. If it's for her, then maybe, but it did nothing for me. It really.
I just don't see the
Well, how did it make you feel when you were choking her?
Quite frankly, on the other side of that, it was uncomfortable too. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been raised to kind of treat women, you know what I'm saying, a certain way. It don't feel normal. Because if this shit goes wrong, let's say she just choke on her spit, my whole life over with, because they're gonna say I killed her ass.
That's right.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just we could have more fun other ways than that.
Oh Lord, poor Mario. He said she choke on her spit. They gonna say I killed her.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't get caught up like that. Can't do it.
Because I just want to know what they gonna charge you with. Choking a person while having sex.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope when you try to charge somebody with that one. I've heard several incidents where it's second degree or manslaughter, but it's like you say, it's a catch-22 because it's in the act of having sex. So you would think it's with two consenting adults. So
I mean, yeah, because even they'll charge you for murder even if what you didn't actually pull the trigger or something, but they saying the events that you set into motion led to the death of a person.
Right.
So they'll get you for shit like that. I forgot what it's called, but you don't actually have to pull the trigger. You can just be part of the planning phase and you contributed to the death of a person.
Yeah, and that's
accessory.
Accessory to the fact.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. So,
but hey, that goes into a whole nother ram, and we don't even want to touch on that subject. because it all depends on two factors, and we ain't gonna talk about them two factors of what you're being charged with. You can be charged with a misdemeanor, or you can be charged with a felony.
Okay, moving right along.
Moving on.
Oh, Jesus.
I say Mario taking notes.
No, I'm saying, didn't one comedian say one time that you don't really love your spouse or your significant other till you thinking about murdering them?
Oh, wow. Who said that?
It was a comedian I heard say that you don't really love your spouse till you. If you've never thought about murdering your spouse, you don't really love them.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he's a comedian, so I don't have to give him that.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, Miss Dada, you ever thought about murdering Frank?
When I was mad with it, yes, but otherwise, no.
What about you today? You ever thought about murdering a significant other? You know what? I'm gonna put some antifreeze in this nigga Frosted Flakes.
No, never thought about it at all.
All right, Suge.
Oh, Lord.
You say what?
I plead the fifth.
Who?
Yeah, because we already know the answer to that one.
I feel like I might incriminate myself.
Oh, it might be somebody that they got buried somewhere. They might put that
Yeah, nobody see that what I'm talking about right there. See how people just run their mouth and know they don't read?
So she was gonna replace his creamer in his coffee with cyanide. Okay. Oh man, what about you, Marlene? Ever thought about it?
Oh, I used to say it when I was mad. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill his cat and his little dog Toto too.
I had a girlfriend. Every time she got mad at her significant other, she would do something to one of his, like he loved different types of fish, tropical fish or whatever, or something.
No.
So he had different like, yeah, different. We call it aquarium.
Yeah,
so she would get mad at him, and she would pour bleach in a.
That's animal cruelty. That's animal cruelty.
Oh my God! Now that's something that kind of gets next to me a little bit because my husband and I we had 2 big aquariums with fish, and I just loved that.
Mm.
Woo! She gonna hurt the fish. Beat his ass.
Right.
She hurt fish every
Pouring
time.
bleach in the water would
Oh
kill
my
every fish in the
God.
tank.
Yes,
Right.
that's what it did. It
Oh,
was
that's
all
horrible.
Mm-mm-mm.
Damn.
That
That's
was
some
his baby.
crazy stuff
You know
right
how some
there.
people just have things that they just really, really like, and he really loved his fish. He was always going to get some sort of different tropical fish, and she
I
knew that
know what.
he really loved this fish. So
Like I said,
they
that
love
animal
each other.
cruelty.
Yep.
I mean, but why
loved
kill
fucking
another
with-
living? Really, why kill another living thing? You know, take his drawers outside and burn them. You know, but you know, I'm kind of, you know, I just wouldn't do. I just wouldn't kill another living thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say this. I had a real thought of killing her before, because I had a collection of Hot Wheels that I had been collecting since I was a little boy.
Oh
You
Lord.
talking about the old school blue, you know, when they were made of metal, you know,
Yeah.
the real metal. And
Mhm.
since I was little, I had been collecting these. I'm talking about hundreds of these damn things with the tow trucks, the little garages they used to come in, and all that stuff.
Oh my!
And she decided, you know what? He grown. I'm gonna get this shit to Goodwill.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
hell no.
Yeah. And I
That was
swear to
a
God,
move right there.
the police got called and everything. I said, I'm finna kill her ass. I'm finna kill her. I swear to God, I'm finna kill her. And she
Oh
just
my
did it
God!
without consulting me.
Asking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
And then when I went to, I said, okay, wait, what Goodwill you took it to? Then it was a Goodwill way across town somewhere. So I had to
And
wait till the
probably
next.
was
By the
already
time I
done.
found this out, it was gone. So I
Yeah.
went up there the next day, and they say the person who owned that Goodwill store took that whole collection. They said he don't know what it did. He said, I'm sorry, I bought it fair and square, and
Right.
it was, I'm telling you, I left the house for like 2 weeks. I was like, I'm gonna kill her ass. I'm killing her.
Mm.
And at this time, my mama was alive, and she was like, she did what? And my mama ain't never said a bad word. She was like, that bitch, because I had that shit forever, man.
Yeah.
Some of them I
Oh
never
my
opened.
God! I still be wanting to kill her. I don't think
Me
I could
too.
live with her.
Yep. And now, when you
That's
go look
the
at it,
better-
and you be seeing how much them damn sets be selling for now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers collected them, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I can't lie. I mean, if Dave, y'all met Dave, wouldn't have stopped me, I'm telling you, I'd have been in prison. Cause I'm like, you did what? Oh my
I
God.
kind of know the feeling with
Like-
that.
That's just like I had a whole bunch of Cabbage Patch dolls. They were still in the boxes. I would never take them out and play with them. They still had their little birth certificates and all that, all clothes and all of that. Doggone house caught on fire. I was sick.
Mm.
And those were like the first original Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yep.
I used to work at a store called I don't know if it was ever out there, but I was a teenager then, called Zodi's. And boy, those people was going wild over those Cabbage Patch dolls. I never liked them though. I never liked
I mean, at one point, just have that real certificate and all of that. It was a big thing back in the day. I mean,
yes.
people
People going
love that
crazy
junk.
over those dolls.
Yep. And if you had one of them original ones now, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yes. It was,
Yeah, that part.
So, all right. So, Miss Donetta, I got a question for you. You always asking us questions. I got one for you. When you turn 18 years old, and Black culture, who was the sexiest man to you then? At 18 years old, who was the sexiest man?
Say that again.
When you turned 18.
It was 1973. Okay. Go
Yes,
ahead.
yeah. Who was the sexiest man back then?
Sorry, guys.
Okay, you know what? I'll let you think on it.
Oh,
When
no,
you were
no,
18.
no. I'm trying to think of his name.
No.
I know what he played, but I can't think of his name.
What he
He
played?
was Shaft.
Richard
Now,
Roundtree?
you mean a
Richard,
celebrity?
Richard Roundtree. Is that who
Yeah.
you about a celebrity or a person? I mean, a
no,
real
anybody. I mean, anybody, but
Richard
a celebrity. Let's just say celebrity. Yeah.
Richard Roundtree.
Okay.
Hell no. I was so thinking he was gonna say that too.
Okay. What about you, Marlena? And I'll come back to the second part. Is Richard still alive, right?
Yes, he is. He
Did
just
he
had a
age
birthday.
graceful? Did he
He
age
just had a
gracefully to you?
birthday.
Did he age gracefully to you?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Marlena? When you were 18, who was a sexy celebrity to you?
The sexy celebrity. I don't know.
The-
Y'all didn't used to have the little teeny bopper crushes on folks and
yes,
stuff back in the
yes,
day?
I did. I don't know about her, but I did.
I got a lot.
But I was I was 18. I didn't have no teeny bopper crush.
Yeah, one. Mario, I'm telling you,
start with
it
my
was Billy D.
18, I didn't have no teeny bopper crush. But but there was a guy in my high school that was fine as fuck. I had a crush on his ass. Woo!
Oh man, I find that hard to believe because even
He could have been a damn celebrity.
People that I was like, ooh, she bad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Okay, Janine, you say you had quite a few. Who?
Yes. No, I forgot his name. Was it Michael Phillips? Gregory Abbott.
Who else?
The DeBoer. Gregory Abbott.
Okay.
The DeBarges. The Switch. I can go
California girl. That's that California girl.
Damn, she just naming for she ain't say a particular DeBarge. She said all of them, the DeBarges.
And that also tells you what kind of guys. Think about the look of those guys.
Right.
All of them are very fair skinned.
High yellow.
Different color. I didn't see. I wasn't gonna say that, but you did.
I'm just laughing.
Funny colored eyes. Nice curly hair. Okay, go ahead.
So we got a Cynthia amongst us.
Yeah.
Okay.
on the list.
Gregory Abbott and Michael Phillips.
And who?
And Michael Phillips.
Who is Michael Phillips?
All of them.
Miami Vice.
All of them are in that same group.
And yes, they are.
To Miami Vice.
Oh, you talking about Michael Phillips Thomas?
Yeah.
And again, I'll say.
Yeah, he's of the light skin persuasion.
Thank you.
He's light.
Yeah.
He's not like light, but he's light.
You're trying to make it.
I like O'Brien. Now, is he light?
Who?
What you think?
I like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson don't know what he was, so you can't go back.
Foster Silver.
Back then, he was.
So wait a minute, you
looked like
had,
a real Jackson.
Had a crush on Michael Jackson?
I liked him. Yeah. I had all his buttons, his pictures. I had all that stuff. I had it hanging on.
But Michael didn't look like that back then,
Right.
Michael had a little
Those
wave.
pre-Thriller days.
Right.
No, he didn't look like that back in the 70s.
I know he didn't, but I mean, I wouldn't have had a crush on him but
Yeah, he's cute. Foster Silver. Y'all remember him now, right?
Yes.
Did you say the Silvers?
She said Foster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again,
But, he's still
that's
in that
the same little
category.
group.
Yeah.
That's in the same little group.
Yeah.
And the more you keep talking, the more we know you like them little half white boys, okay?
I mean, y'all having the kick on that. Other than Michael Phillip Thomas
He's
and
got a type
Michael
of
Jackson, I don't know who the hell
okay.
you talking about. And the Budge, that's it.
Yeah.
Switch. You know them too.
Yeah, all of them. Mm-hmm.
Them too. You just keep putting a nail on your coffin. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop then. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, God.
All
That's
right,
that
Andrea,
California
we see.
girl.
Yeah, what I said. She's got a thing for the lighter persuasion. What about
Yeah,
you, Andrea? Who was
ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, then ain't nothing wrong with
That's
that.
what I was about to say. Ain't nothing wrong with it. What was your 18-year-old crush, Andrew?
Who was and still is.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, all right, well, go ahead with it.
Todd.
What?
And Todd would come out there and lick them damn lips. Oh my God.
Who?
Todd Smith.
Who?
Who? Jesus, he would lick his damn lips.
My James Todd Smith?
Yes.
Yes. Well, she had a thing for James Todd Smith.
Who is that?
LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies love LL. Yeah, okay.
Yes. I said I had said I was gonna marry LL and Brian McKnight.
Oh Lord.
Girl, I'm sorry. Me and LL been married since we were kids. You're laid. Wow. You're laid. Sorry. I got that soda.
So one we're gonna rap to you, one we're gonna sing to you.
Right.
Look, it was three of them. So it was Brian McKnight, LL Cool J, and Will Smith. I said, I'm gonna marry. I thought I would take probably Brian McKnight, his voice. And they was like, well, he's married. I said, and they said, he go to church and everything. I said, I don't care. That's the one I'm going to choose out of all three of those, Brian McKnight. Because you know what? I went to one of his concerts. Boy, that man can sing. His voice is like an instrument. And you know what? When you watch TV and you see people crying at concerts, like Michael Jackson concerts and stuff, you're like, no wonder they crying. They're not crying for real. Tears actually came out of my eyes when he was singing. I was like, oh my God, he sounds so good. Tears was coming out of my eyes. It sounds so good.
Well, Brian, if you just happen to run across this, you got a lifelong fan, Brian.
Right.
Yeah.
We ready for you.
With tears.
With tears. All right, Lee Jack, when you was 18, who that girl for? Who that lady for you?
Man, it's so many.
Oh, here we go.
Because see, I had so many, somebody said they was just on the light skin persuasion. I was all over the board. We can start. Let's start in Georgia. We go with the Brad, then we go to Mary, then we go to Vivica, we go to
now wait a minute. Now what's their colors?
Shit.
Well, he said it. He said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said it.
Oh, okay.
All over the place.
Okay.
From light skinned all the way to the blackest of black. You hear me?
Well, who's the blackest of the black?
What was her name? The model. Oh God. She played in Boomerang.
Ah, shit. You talking about Grace Jones?
Was it Grace?
Wasn't that Grace Jones in Boomerang?
Oh, lady. Talking about the model.
Pussy.
No, not her. The model. Oh,
Iman?
Iman, there you go.
Oh, Iman. Okay.
Yeah,
David Bowie's widow.
yes.
Okay.
She was hot. I liked it that. You know, the dark skins. Let's see. Um, what's her name? Freaking Queen Latifah. Uh,
Queen Latifah.
yeah, I had a thing for. I
You
really,
just
I was off
you didn't
into.
know that the queen was looking for the same thing you was looking for, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Or the
And I
brat
still
either. He
know
didn't
she
know the
was a
brat was
crush.
either. And the brat got a nice body.
Hey, like what they say, what the women say. I can change her.
Oh, that's right. And you did mention the brat too, like she said, Queen
Yeah,
Latifah. Uh-oh, Lee Jow, you got a tight.
yeah. I was trying to change them.
Ain't that wrong with that? I mean, hey, they need love too. A lot of them
Yeah.
pop up pregnant, so you know.
There you go. I was gonna be that one that popped up pregnant with you. You know, hey.
Oh my goodness.
Light bright to the darkest of dark. I was all over the place.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I always have a preference for that dark skinned woman though. I mean, okay, yeah.
Okay, I got you. When I was coming up, around that 18-ish, maybe a little after that, before that, I don't know. Y'all remember that? I can't think of her name. She played in The Heat of the Night as Howard Rollins' wife. I don't know why I thought she ain't have no body. She was just as skinny as all that though.
That little skinny girl.
That's what I'm about to say. She had no body. She was skinny as all that though. For some reason, I liked her.
And she was of the light skin persuasion too.
I ain't care about the light skin, boy. It was just something about, I don't know. She was just a stick figure for some reason. I just liked her.
That's what she was, a stick. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you know. Marky Post from Night Court. I know that's crazy. I know that's crazy.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Oh, Lord.
I was a little weird, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
I have my fantasies about her too, Mario. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, you know.
Now, when I got married in 95, and during that time, the group Levert was right, you know. And I told my husband, if Gerald Levert calls me, don't be mad, 'cause I gotta go. And you know, when I come back, I'm gonna have a little change, so it'll be cool. If that's the case, if Shaka Khan calls me, I'm going with her, and I'll bring back some no problem. So when we introduce our side pieces to our significant others, you my brother, and I'm your sister.
Hey, but that's the way you work that out. At least y'all had a plan.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Prince. He was on my wall too.
Look out now.
Who you say, Prince?
She said Prince.
So she like high yellow.
You and them little yellow boys. I don't know.
They all wasn't
He
though.
said Prince though. Really?
Yeah. When he first came out, yes. When he first came out, I know what you're talking about.
Girl, bye.
Yeah, but with Prince, you never know
Talking about
if
Prince, but from the book I read about Prince, Prince was a Dixter, so you know, the women wasn't complaining about him.
Yeah, but you have to question anybody who wear assless chaps, though. You gotta question that though, cause as a man, if I'm confident who I ain't walking around with my ass out.
If I gave you some chaps and I told you I wanted you to walk around the house like that, you wouldn't?
walking around in the house is one thing, but walking around to actually perform a show in some assless chaps, I don't know about that.
Well, Mario, I'm gonna say this. They doing work nowadays, so he was kind of the innovator and the predicator of what's going on now.
And if they paid you the kind of money they paid him to do that, you would wear them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
He
don't
didn't
know
wear
about
for no
that.
chump change.
Now, you right, money, money talk, bullshit walk. But it would have to be such an astronomical number that I would almost have to be a fool to turn it down.
Hey,
Right.
that's what he was. He was a fool to turn it down. So he went ahead and took that money and went on out there.
Well, what did nobody offer Premlin? Maybe he just decided I feel like going ass out tonight.
Yeah.
And he was still making the money to
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
Yep. I'm just going over here to this concert and see Prince's ass tonight.
Right. You gotta think about it. Prince wasn't no amateur when he was doing that. He was making six figures damn near every concert he was doing. And he knew what he was doing and how he was performing and gonna have it. So hey, six figures go out there about he gonna say something about it. Nobody.
EJ, right now as a grown ass bad, it would have to be a number so astronomical for you to go somewhere with your ass out in wide open public. It would have to be a big number.
So if they offered you $100,000, you wouldn't take it.
$100,000? No.
Okay,
Because I would have did it for 30.
You frowning up your face like you got $100K in your bank account now, and you might.
I'm sorry, I just told you they overpaying. I would have did it for 30.
Oh,
And like Prince used to always do, he'll go out there and wear the outfit for one song, go backstage and change. And
that's right. That's right.
So you got to think about
it. That's fair. I'll give you that.
5 to 10 minutes to your ass out on stage, and then you putting on some clothes afterwards.
Well, see, Mario, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. You talking about you'd have done it for 30. I offered you 100,000. Good great.
That's what I said. I would have said, I said, no, I wouldn't do it for $100. They overpaying. I would have did it for 30, but I'll take the 100 grand. I mean, like he said, one song, shit, and most of that song, my ass gonna be facing toward the band, so I'm good.
Like in the show, he only turned around 1 or 2 times.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to turn around a couple of times now.
Yeah. But most of the time, it would have been toward the band, shit, But I did for 100,000, shit. And they say, shit, you done way worse shit for less.
Oh my.
Oh God.
Way worse shit for free.
Did I see Felicia come in or she went back out?
She went back out.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, did everybody wait? Did everybody get a chance to answer?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. So Janine, let me ask you this question, Janine. Would you make love to somebody you love, Janine, in an abandoned graveyard? Would you make love to him?
No, not in a graveyard.
You would make love in no graveyard, Janine?
I don't even want to be in a graveyard.
It ain't the dead ones you need to be worried about.
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't even want to be in a graveyard. I think in my lifetime, I've been probably to about a graveyard 3 times. And when I went there, I went, for a service. And each time that I went, it was like I felt this, like, it was just really windy, a cold wind just blowing through every time that I went. Every time. No, I don't even want to be in a graveyard. And I used to be scared to. We had this one. It was on a streetcar, Arlington, going like up a hill, and it has like it's old, really old, and it has like it's so many grades. It's not even. They're like so close together. I used to be scared to pass by it. So my answer is no, I would not. Not even they said, just go to the bathroom. No. Not even they said, well, let's stay in the car. No. None of those.
Oh.
Not.
After that answer, I feel like I should go in a different direction here.
Look, considering last week she said she'd take the $10,000, right? That's why I'm
not going into the graveyard.
I'm shocked myself. Good gracious.
Man, she said, "I'll take the 10 grand. Let's just go. Let's just go down the street to the gas station. Let's get away from the graveyard."
Wow.
What about you? What about you, Mama D? You would you be afraid to make love in the graveyard?
No, I wouldn't be afraid.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
Well,
What about you, Lee Jack? I know you. I know you down for it.
Hey, I wouldn't be afraid at all. I mean, hell, wherever you can get it, get it. You got to make it do what it do when it's time to do what it do.
The graveyard won't bring you just a little bit of hesitation.
Why would it bring me hesitation? I know ain't nobody that gonna bother me doing what I'm doing.
Okay. What about you, Suge? You getting busy in the graveyard?
No. No. And it's not that I'm scared or anything like that. I just can't go in there.
He's not doing it.
It's not that I'm scared or anything like that. I just can't go in there disrespecting them souls like that. No need to see all this sexiness.
Oh.
They might want to see a little titties and booty.
You know what? That's what I was thinking. There ain't no need for them to see all that damn sexiness. Well, all right. See, good thing we was on the same page. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Felicia has joined the fray. How you doing, Felicia?
I'm all right. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm a little late.
Felicia, how are you?
You more than a little late, baby girl.
That's that. That's why I put up that please do not be fashionably late.
Well, I've been fashionably busy today.
Okay.
Taking care of business.
Okay. Well, this is a question that if push came to shove, you could have actually partaken in this. Would you do it in the graveyard?
With the fact that I was just working at the cemetery and how peaceful it is, I surely would if I had a man.
Oh, okay. All right. You ain't scared of the creeping ghouls and ghosts that may potentially come out of those graves?
Nope.
Okay. Janine said if you pull your panty down, you're gonna feel a creepy wind going up your ass.
Yo.
I said when I go there, the 3 times I went, it was a cold air blowing.
That's what I'm saying. She said it was a creepy ass wind. She's like, She felt it through her stockings and everything.
That was her imagination.
No, really,
A
for real,
creepy
though.
wind.
Like when
She
my
said she felt it
significant
3
other
different
passed
damn
away.
times.
Yeah, like when my significant passed away. That I'm gonna just tell you, you guys might think I'm crazy or whatever. I don't know, but it's really happened. I was cold that whole morning. I was just really cold. I couldn't warm up. It was like really cold in my house. You can go like this and you see your breath. And I couldn't warm up for nothing. Then I got a phone call saying, "Oh, did you know Johnny passed away?" And I was like, "No, he didn't. I just talked to him. He did not." So I called and his mom was crying really, really hard. And I knew that he was there with me. I knew that. That's why it was so cold in my house, because it was really cold in there. I couldn't warm up for nothing. So I do believe that.
Okay.
I just don't know how to transition from that. Okay, Janine, thank you Tales from the Crypt.
No, it's real. It's real.
No, I'm not saying that is not for real. So I mean, obviously you would never
It's
forget
real
that.
to you, but that's all that matters. As long as it's real to you, then that's all that matters.
Right.
True. What about you, Marlena? You doing it in the graveyard?
You do better than that. Why you that?
You know, I'm a cat. I'm a scary cat. Meow, meow, meow. I ain't doing it, girl.
Most cats got 9 lives. Marlena ain't got but 1. So no,
I
you
ain't got but one.
But even if something happened, you don't cats always laying on their feet.
Listen. I ain't that kind of cat.
What kind of cat are you?
I'm a different kind of cat.
a scaredy cat. That's what she is.
That's what I just said. I'm a scary cat.
Oh,
I'm a 2-legged cat. I'm not no 4-legged cat.
Okay. I mean, it's just real estate, right? That just happen to have the final resting place.
Listen here, boy. Don't play with me. Hey, you can try your best to logically explain that shit till the cows come home. I ain't going.
What if it was a pet cemetery? Would you do it there?
I ain't going.
So you ain't doing it in no type of cemetery.
I ain't doing it in no cemetery.
I bet you more screwing go on at a cemetery than we think.
I bet it is.
Yes, I'm pretty sure of that.
I ain't never really thought about it, but you know what? You're probably right. You ain't gonna catch me.
Okay, I don't know. To me, it'll be exhilarating. It'll be fun to just say, "Hey, look, hey."
No, hell, that shit wouldn't be fun. No, hell, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, right here, right now."
Then the boogeyman catch me with my pants down.
Yeah, I'd be like leaning right up against this crypt right here.
And then you know.
So
when normal shit don't happen, them niggas run off and leave your ass.
Right. So Mario, you would do it in a cemetery.
I would do it in the cemetery.
He probably has already.
Probably so.
I have not, but I wouldn't be opposed. It's just a space. Now, let me just say that if something crazy happened while I'm there, then I ain't never doing that shit ever again, because that's what I'm telling you, you know. Now, even though I would do it, I still would be paying attention to shit, you know.
Oh, Lord.
Matter of fact, the more I think about it, you probably couldn't even be comfortable.
No, I would never be comfortable, you know, because even if I even took a chance on doing something like that, the first little bit of creepy damn noise.
She gone.
That's me. And that's me. And I believe, I've had sex outside before in various different places, but a cemetery, no, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Because, like I said, you figure it's the final resting place to people's body. You don't want to disrespect it, or you think it's spirits just floating around the cemetery.
Both.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll give y'all that. I mean, I can understand that.
Okay, let me ask you this. You've now transitioned. Would you want somebody coming doing their thing on top of you?
Okay, if we gonna do it, I ain't said nothing about screwing on nobody's grave now.
I'm just asking a question.
But even if you did,
I'm asking the question because you gotta find a spot in the cemetery.
Yes.
What you gonna do? You gonna do it right there at the gate?
I mean, it's
you gonna do it in the car?
They got little paths that lead to places in the cemetery.
Offices.
But don't they got little paths that lead different areas of the cemetery though?
They do.
They do.
Mhm.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
So you just don't
I'll
go
draw
down
the
on-
line at doing it on somebody's grave. I ain't doing
Oh,
that.
okay. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You know, we never can tell with you.
That's horrible to say, Andrea.
That's fucked up, Andrea.
I love you.
And that's how that seeing that validates the fucked upness of it all right there when she said I love you. Yeah, I ain't doing on nobody grave. We can find some trees or some
I was
clearing
gonna
or
say, they got
something.
some nice little. If you think about it, they got some nice little spots in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They
that's
do.
what I
Oh,
said.
yeah. Y'all go right ahead and enjoy them.
Felicia, how the graveyard set up? Is there spots and clearings and stuff people could use?
Yes, there are places where there are no grave sites. It's where work gets done, work equipment gets put there. Then they have different pathways. The ones that I worked at, they had a bridge, an underpass. Plenty of places where there are no grave sites at all.
See?
Yeah, I mean that's only because there are no grave sites there. That's just because they hadn't put anybody there yet.
No, these spots I'm talking about, they can't put in there.
She's saying they just like
no grass. No grass.
know the infrastructure to the graveyard.
There are plenty of places that you can get your little groove on if you ain't scared.
Okay.
So some places people got little benches and stuff by the gravesite so they can sit there and talk to their loved one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
nice
cemeteries
little spots out
allow
there.
it. Yeah, some cemeteries allow benches. Some cemeteries don't allow benches.
Right, that's true. Most of the city cemeteries do not allow the privately owned ones do.
Well, the cemeteries that I was working at, they were Catholic cemeteries, and they allow you to come in and walk around. If you don't, whether you got somebody there or not, you take pictures, do video shoots. There was a video shoot that went on in the cemetery while I was there. She went from crypt to crypt, taking exotic pictures, and she was basically naked. She had a strip across her boobs and a strip across her twat and a string going up her butt.
All right now. Your kind of pictures, Mario. Go ahead.
Yeah, once again, I would do it there, but you know, like I said, it's a certain level I ain't trying to go past. You know what I mean? Like a hit or quitter and you up out of there, but I ain't trying to touch tombs and dance across people's graves and all. I ain't trying to do all that. Because yeah, I guess that makes me a hypocrite. You can't fucking and then I did say I respect them too. You know, but
oh my God.
Yeah. It's amazing how where we at determines, you know what I'm saying? The aura of what we do. We just think
right.
Things are sacred. All right. Last question. Okay, but before we go get to that real quick. Ms. Donetta, you have been kind of talking to us the last couple of days about romance and stuff. And
Yeah.
this originally came about because I told you that some women do not know how to romance back to a man.
Right.
And you've said, I think it was either you or Marlene said y'all find that hard to believe in, but me and Lee Jack was saying as men, we telling y'all that is a true thing. Some of y'all don't know nothing about romance, but how to receive it.
Right.
So with that being said, we found out that, from within our ranks that you see is true.
Right.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that some women can give romance back to a man? Do you think it's not required?
I don't think it has to be required. You might not want to know my answer because I know nobody, because I've said it before and I know y'all don't agree with me, but it's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. And we can all agree to disagree, and that's fine with me.
Okay, come on with it.
For a woman who does not romance a man, sometimes if they do it because the man doesn't romance them, he may not know how. So sometimes you need to tell them what you like as being romance. But if a man is romancing you and you not romancing him back, then I think you're selfish.
Okay. And it boils down to that, just simply as if you as a woman don't romance a man back who's been romancing you, in your personal opinion, they're selfish.
Yeah.
Okay. Marlena, any thoughts on the romance? While a woman, go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying the same thing for you. Why do some women are y'all really great at receiving? Why a lot of women find it hard to give romance back?
I have to agree with Diane on that. Spoiled and selfish motives, thinking that it's all about you and you're the prize. Men are prizes too. And there's, yes, I believe that I'm a little old-fashioned, and yes, I think that a man should pursue a woman. I think he should court a woman. But if y'all become significant others, then you should make it an effort to show him that he is a special too. Don't always be on the receiving end of things. Sometimes, as Dianetta said, men may not know how to be romantic, and because of that, you don't show him. You're not romantic towards him. If you show him what it's like to be romanced, then he will pick up on some of that. Well, she did this for me, so let me show her what I'm gonna do for her. Sometimes you have to, when it comes to romance, be the one to make the first move if your man is not a romantic type of man. And you sit down and have a conversation too and say, look, this is what I like. This is what I want from you, and you will see the benefits that you will reap from that. But just let me know that I mean something to you. You know what I'm saying? I love romancing my man. Maybe I've been too sweet to my men in the past, because I'm very affectionate. And I'm very affectionate, and I love being in love, and I love doing for my man when I have one. And so I just think it's very selfish for women to think that being a prize is all about them.
Okay. Well, one thing I will say is that the women see us as a prize too, except for the difference is y'all are a prize that comes in a jewelry box. We're the type of prize that come in a Cracker Jack box. They prizes, but they're two totally different type of prizes.
Oh, well, that's not the case with all women, Mario. And I hope that someday you'll be able to experience something different.
You putting something out there, girl?
Oh, here we go. He get his little dig every chance he get. I tell you.
But didn't I already put something out there?
Ooh, you did. We'll hit that up another time. We're gonna give we gonna give Andrea a chance to talk about this romance thing. Sure, it's simple as this. Sure, you romantic or you ain't?
Oh wow!
I'm romantic. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Don't
you're
even
putting,
take it.
if a man, whoever I'm with, my man, whatever, if he's putting the effort into trying to be romantic, I'm gonna put the effort into it as well. Point blank. And for females that don't do it, yes, I agree with Miss Tonette and Marlena. You just plain on selfish, or you could not know how. They could not know how to be romantic. And if you don't, then ask one of your friends.
In today's world, is romance necessary? I'm
Yes.
saying with the relationships being more workmanlike. You take care of your half of the bills, I take care of my half of the bills, and we coexist. Is it necessary? Is it still necessary?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And you know, people think that romance has to be lavish. No, it doesn't. You can put on some music, you can dance in the house, you know, you can put on something sexy, you know, and you know, play around. You know, it's just don't be bored around the damn house.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to even move from your home to show some sexiness and some romance. You know, you can make a little picnic and in your move the furniture around, move the coffee table, make a little picnic on the floor, you know, have some hot dogs and some chips and fries or whatever. Next thing you know, all that shit be pushed to the side and you know, y'all done mess around and got busy.
You can have a picnic at home in the bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
put you a blanket down there on the floor.
People don't know how to have fun. You can play spin the bottle. You know, you can do a lot of shit.
Man, y'all keep talking about putting all this shit on the floor. Who helping you get up off that damn floor?
The same person that helped me get down there on the floor.
So we can do the picnic, but goddamn, can we use the table, please?
You know what? I can if I start crawling to the couch, you'll see me from the back, and you can hit it before I get up.
Oh, hello.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna start keeping a little tally thing right here on the screen and start adding points to it. Marlena just owing some points now.
Look, Marlena, I was thinking the same thing because I was thinking, you know, I got to lean on the sofa to get up. That means I'm in the bent over position. So there
right.
Right. Then,
I mean, there's spin the bottle. There's what you call it, strip poker. All that good stuff. People done forgot about that. But I haven't. You know, I ain't forgot.
What's that that game that you put the sheet down on and it's got the circles.
Twister.
Naked Twister. All naked. Of it.
They have naked bingo. Dice game also.
Naked bingo.
Naked Twister. They'll have hanging titties all in your face.
Naked bingo take two.
Not if your first number you too. Call is I-69.
Oh my goodness.
The game will pick right up.
Lee, can you get your boy? Can you get your boy?
What do all the rest of them damn numbers do?
Ain't no more after that.
That's the only good one.
That's what I said. Ain't no more after that.
You listen.
Lee, I think your boy got the keys to the bus. He got the keys. He got the keys.
And he rolling.
Oh my God, you stupid. Oh,
ain't no more after that one right there. You gonna get right to it. So Janine, it's your turn. What's your stance on romance?
Well, I sit here and I listen to some of the things that Marlena said, and some of those things because we had this conversation a few days ago, I think, and I was asked to tell something that I did that was romantic, and I couldn't really think of anything, but I listened to some of the things Marlena was saying. Yes, I've done a lot of those things, but I was listening to their stories and their stories that they have, that they did that was really, really, good. But those things like, as Marlena was saying, like, dancing for them and doing certain things. I've done those things, but they weren't as good as their stories.
Oh,
They weren't as good as their stories.
but
So
didn't you consider that romantic?
No, but I'm just saying it wasn't like you guys' story. You guys told nice stories, and that's why I said I don't really have anything. But I've done some of those things that you guys are talking about today.
But
So now
that's
I get what you're saying. But when you were telling me the other day, I just was thinking, well, I don't have anything to say like that. Because all I could remember, I said, well, I worked a lot. That's all I could say. I didn't really have time for that. The stuff that you guys were saying. But now I understand it better now, listening to it.
Okay. All right.
When we did those stories, that story was not something that we did on a regular.
Exactly.
Those stories. That the question, the scenario was, what is the most romantic thing that you have ever done for your significant other? Now, that's not something that we were saying that you did all the time or whatever, but it was just the most romantic thing that we had ever done for a significant other. Wasn't something that we did on a regular.
Right. But I got it now. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. But that dancing and stuff and I think couples playing with each other is a lost thing too. Because now everybody's so serious, y'all schedules be different. You're coming and going. And sometimes some people too tired to play around, too tired to joke, and it kind of
is in the way.
Yes, it kind of kills a little something in the relationship when y'all can't even have innocent, childlike moments between y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it happens. All right, Lee Jack.
You have to make it a point to do that. You have to make it a point to do that.
And it just means that you need to set a date to it, not necessarily to your significant other, but in your mind, okay, so Saturday, this is what I'm gonna do. When he comes home, I'm gonna have his bag ready. We're gonna do this, I'm gonna dance home. I mean, it ain't nothing, like I said, it ain't nothing extravagant. I'm gonna give him a massage or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes the element of surprise, you would be surprised the effect that you would get on and what you would receive back from the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Am I right about it, Mario?
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes when that don't go right, it deflates you though.
You know what? And women think men don't like roses and stuff like that. Like you send flowers to his job for him, or whatever. Maybe you can't be with him, all the time or when you want to. Then send him some flowers at work. Or, if you like green plants, send him a green plant. But just a flowers, a card, I love you. I'm thinking about you. I wish I could be with you. So I wish we could get together and do this and that. So, I hope we can meet at the house and, make a plan for us. So, something. I was just thinking about you, baby.
And there have been times when I made Frank's lunch and I would put a note in his lunch. And sometimes I could tell when he has gotten a note. He'll call me, hey, babe. I'm like, hey, what's up? Nothing. I was just thinking about you. Yeah. I knew what it was. I knew he had read the note, but he wouldn't say anything until we got home.
I have made breakfast and kissed the napkin on the inside and folded the napkin. And when he opens the napkin, my lipstick print is on the napkin
right there.
Yeah and the bottom has got I love you, and just something simple.
Looking at y'all. All right then.
I love you, or enjoy your breakfast, or something like that.
Wow. All right, Lee Jack, what you got?
You just have to be creative. It doesn't have to cost much. It doesn't have to cost anything.
Right.
just the stuff that you
Most
have
of
at
the things
the,
I
at the
did
house.
didn't really cost that much. But like I said, I was looking at it from what you guys were saying.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Lee Jack, what's your romantic thing? You know, how you feeling about romance?
Romance is a great thing to do, but what was the original question? Has it ever been done to me? What can I do romantic?
I can't hear you, Lee Jack.
However you want to answer it.
Well, shit, I done did plenty of romantic stuff, in my day, but because I believe that's the way we look at it, and we want to be romantic. So us guys, we do romantic stuff to get women in the mood. So I'm always feeling romance of things.
Okay. I agree with Lee Jack, and like Marlena said, if you got that person and y'all vibing like that, okay, cool. But I'm just saying, and it could be a case of the type of women that I ran across, or the type of women that whatever in the circle I ran in or whatnot, because that plays a big factor to it too, But I just know the majority, at least 85 to 90% of most women that I kicked it with expect romance, but like she said, it don't have to be nothing big, just sentimental stuff. You know what I mean? I had one person to do it, and nothing she did was big. It was all sentimental stuff from her paying attention to the stuff I've said to her over the year. And it was just amazing, just little stuff, and I'm like, wait, I said this to you one time and you remember this?
Yeah.
And it was like that. And I was like, when I said to this day that's the woman I should have married. That's the woman I should have married.
I was gonna ask you that.
That's another subject for another day. But I didn't pay attention to how much energy and effort that somebody put into something that cared about you, because the stuff she gave me, you had to listen to what I was saying to know this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good when it's given back to you.
Right.
Felicia, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. Gilby, how you feeling about romance? How you a big proponent of giving it, receiving it? What's the deal with it?
Well, I love receiving it. And when it comes to giving it, I don't know if you would call this romance, but what I've done is I thought it was just me being freaky, but y'all might call it romance. I don't know. But like my other half would go to work without his lunch. I would show up at his job. There was a time I showed up at his job because he worked the night shift. I had on a trench coat, some heels, a thong, and one of his work shirts, and his hot plate of food. And I fed it to him. He didn't know what was up under the trench coat. I fed him the food first, and once I got done feeding him the food, I opened up the trench coat and let him see there was basically not much there. And well, he took a break. He clocked out for me. Took a break. I don't know if that's romance or not, but that's one of the things that I've done.
I heard Mary Jackson say she went to fix her man a hot fish dinner. So she said she slid up and down the banister, I guess the of the staircase. His hot fish dinner was ready.
Oh my God.
You know what? I was all into this, and then
I'm like,
that's fucked up, Janine.
That sounds stank.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, you had me. I'll give you. I thought you was telling us another one of your stories.
She had all of us.
too.
Look, she had all of us. You see, I didn't lean into it so I could hear.
Yeah,
Yes, and I was gonna say that's one of those edge of the seat stories. Let me move to the edge of the seat because I know Janine got a good one.
that's what I was about to say.
That's what Millie Jackson said on one of her songs. One of my
Girl,
friends let me listen to it. I said, "Oh, you gotta make me that because that's funny." I laughed at it.
Oh my God.
that is horrible. Now that's a stank right there for real.
Yes.
Damn. Hot fish dinner.
And a hot fish sound.
That's what I said. Oh, hot fish dinner.
That's JJ.
So what I did was that. What do y'all call what I did? Was that romantic or was that just being freaky?
No, that's romance in a. I mean, it's different levels to it, but that's
Right.
that's romance in a way. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't gonna even say in a way. That's romance.
No, that's it is romance.
Yeah,
It is
that's
romance.
what I'm saying. That's romance.
You know, it's
Let me ask you
spontaneous. It's spontaneous. It was number one. It was thoughtful. It was spontaneous, and it was sexy.
Right. And did you get the results that you wanted?
He clocked out.
He clocked out.
Then it was romantic.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I guess I do know how to be romantic.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be lavish, like we said.
Yeah.
So you sound like me, Felicia, because I was like, I can't think of anything. Like I said, until they really explained it to me today, then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I've done a lot of those things. But, you know.
Yeah, see, that's why I couldn't answer the question in the chat because I kept thinking, well, I don't think I'm romantic when I look at this stuff. It's not what I think is the things that I've done. I don't consider it to be romantic. I thought it was just freaky, but I just gave y'all an example, and well, y'all said that's romantic. I'll take that as just that. I guess I did know what I was doing.
Yeah, because they did some really good things, and I was like, oh, I guess not. Nope.
Yeah, but if we being honest, romance is kind of like the foreplay to opening up freaky stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do it right, romance will open up that other door right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So do y'all think I did it right? I mean, of course, to him I did it right, but do y'all think I did it right?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. And the most important person in that thing is he think you did it right, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he definitely did. He took that 20-minute break to a whole damn hour.
Well, you can't complain about that.
Romance is not all about dressing GQ, getting a limousine, roses, wine, and champagne, and all those things are nice and they're good. But you know what? We can't do that every day, week to week, month to month.
No, can't afford it. First of all.
Yeah.
Well, what I did was very affordable, and since he liked it, I did it like once a week.
Okay. Well, to all the people that's listening, we would love to hear some of your great romance moments and stories. So send all of that to atotalview22@gmail.com. Bam. I ain't gonna even attempt to do the website. And if you want to, Andrea, what's the website?
You're on mute, sweetie.
You can't hear you. Mute your
That's
music.
a
baby.
That's a fumble.
A big one.
You're on a mute.
You're on mute.
I am so sorry.
Really talking.
We saw your lips moving, but we ain't heard nothing.
I really was. Yes. So like Mario said, you guys, if you want to tell us about your romantic stories, or if you ever had sex in a cemetery, Send us your stories at, like Mario said, at totalview22@gmail.com or hit us up on the website totalview22.com.
Girl, you
sure
getting that
right.
thing. Yes, you are.
TotalView22.com.
You're right.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up right there. And I think once again, we was very insightful with this cemetery screwing. And
Okay.
most people don't want to do it.
They just do.
Because they scared.
Yeah. I own up to it.
I'll say I ain't scared. I just don't know.
I am.
That's just
Well, I'm not scared, and I want to.
And I don't
Well-
want to. I'm scared.
if you want to have sex in a cemetery, let us know. Let us know. We got a couple people on the panel that wants to try this shit out.
Yeah.
There is a fee of $39.95.
Not to find this
Pay
shit.
that off in 3 easy payments.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
But if you pay it all off in one payment, we'll give you an extra special bonus.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
we will. And if you're interested, again, that email is a totalview22@gmail.com.
And
All
just
right.
so you know, that $39.99 is only going to pay for you to be able to send your request. It gets nothing else past that.
No, that is not what I said. I said you can make payments, 3 easy payments of $39.99. Look. Let me stay. You stay over there. Let me stay over here. Okay.
Whoa,
You said get your line,
So
Felicia.
technically, what you telling Felicia is to
Get your
And her
line.
motherfucking life.
stand your damn life.
I was waiting to hear that.
Don't shortchange us now. Don't shortchange us. Keep your goddamn lane. I got it over here.
That's right. You better get it right when you say it to me.
Oh,
Damn it.
Ooh, that
Once
was a
again,
two
that's
for one right there. Put her
$39.99.
in her lane and the bus came.
Oh, Lord Jesus. My total fruit.
Oh man. All right, Janine. Talk to the people. Let's get up out of here, Janine. Talk to the people.
I just want to thank everyone for joining this evening. We had a blast tonight, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it. And she want to let y'all know that, hey, she felt that chill in the graveyard. So
Yes.
think about
that's
it
my
before
story.
you do it.
Right.
Think about it
Exactly.
before you have sex in the graveyard. Lee Jack, my man, what's going on? You finished that bottle yet, or are you still you babysitting it, Leon?
it's about halfway gone, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a little brown, so it might be going down with somebody later on now. But hey, once I find that person for it to go down with,
I'm on my way, baby. I'm on my way.
hey, see what it do.
It's gonna be a package deal because you got
Gonna be a party in here.
you got wine and that brown stuff that that Dinetta like.
Like I say, the brown is going down. I'm
We'll
ready.
tag along just for the drinks, all that other shit y'all can have.
But Dinetta,
There's always one part of poop in every group.
Ain't it though?
She said, I'm just here for the drinks, y'all, all that other stuff, no.
Oh yeah, Dinetta already put me in the corner. So I'm gonna just take my little wine time and go over there in the corner. I'm behave. They can go ahead and do what they gotta
I'll
do.
take the bourbon and we'll use the candle, so don't worry about it.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
y'all go to
there
burn
you
each
have
other.
it. All right, Felicia, what you got to say to the people, baby girl?
I don't know how to stay in my motherfucking lane.
Hell no.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to pick a motherfucking lane, either the right or the left. Pick
Oh,
choose one now, quickly. And it ain't no driving down the damn center.
Oh, Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh, Lena,
God.
man, pick one.
Well,
Expeditions,
I'm. Go ahead.
please, Felicia.
Well, I'll give Felicia props. Last week when that other person got out their lane, she quickly put them back in their lane.
She
So
sure
I'll give
did.
her
I
props.
got to give it to her. She did that.
Yeah, she put them quickly. Like, how the hell you gonna be on our podcast promoting somebody else's podcast? You fail. Keep your motherfucking lane.
And we didn't hear from him no more.
And you wasn't going because he got put out my house.
All right, so you can't complain about that at all. Miss Marlena, to all our feline friends, what you got to say to them, baby love?
It's been a blast, total crew and viewers. Thank you for joining in. We appreciate you coming. Bring a friend next time. And if you ever decide that you want to romance a stone, Mario is available.
Oh,
Well, you damn Skippy. You're right. If you feel like you want to just, I don't know, let me do some things to you. $39.95 and 3 payments, like Andrea said.
To you.
Yeah. 3 payments of $39.95. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Andrea, since it's your turn to talk to the people, can you please reiterate what that $39.95 3 payments get you?
Well, the 3 easy payments of $39.95 will get you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of something else.
now run tell that.
And then if you get a little bit of extra, then that's gonna cost you an extra $49.95.
Oh look.
Leave it to the black people to try to nickel and dime you.
Somebody got to work overtime.
Death.
Yeah.
Who gonna be working the overtime, Marlene?
Somebody.
Somebody, baby.
She said somebody that ain't named me. All right, Mama D, take us on home. Let's get out of here for the night.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. We had a ball. I'm not gonna prolong this because I got something I need to do with some candle with somebody that we know.
Ooh, DJ, you gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be sipping and dipping.
Trouble gonna be my middle name.
They gonna be sipping and dipping. Okay. All right. With that being said, y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with us once again. We appreciate it. This has been a thing or two about life, the Total Podcast, and we'll get up with y'all next week. Thank you. And we's be out of here for the night. Bye.
Sucky now.
Anybody else?
You sure right.
Felicia, we ain't gonna get no wheels on the bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Boom. That bitch crashed.
And that's pretty much how it goes around here. Good night, everybody.